more transparent governance. In parts of Asia, like you mentioned, there are youth led movements challenging political stagnation and fighting for more freedoms. And of course, in various parts of Europe and the Americas, there's a real sense that young people are uniting over climate justice and social equity. It's truly a global wave.
When we say we want to look into Europe, where exactly in Europe will that be at this time?
One notable place in Europe right now is France, where we've seen youth driven protests around issues like pension reforms and economic inequality. There have been significant demonstrations in places like Paris, where young people are really vocal. And you can also look at countries like Spain, where youth have been active on issues like climate action and economic opportunity. So, those are a couple of European hotspots.
Interesting, very much so. So this is a global phenomenon for Gen Z. Case studies around the world. If you look at Asia, Gen Z movements in Bangladesh, Nepal, Indonesia, these movements have led to real political change and regime shifts. If you go to Africa, like you said, protests around democracy, corruption, cost of living, and general representation. How youth movements are influencing political debate, and reform. Early protests in Asia have shown that the youth activism can topple governments. Now, Africa is a part of that narrative. Will it work?
Absolutely, Femi. You're spot on. It really is a global phenomenon. And these case studies show that Gen Z isn't just making noise, they're creating real shifts. Whether it's in Asia, where youth movements have already led to political change, or in Africa, where young people are actively reshaping the conversation around governance and representation, it's clear that this generation is stepping into a real position of influence. And that influence is only going to grow from here.
You talked about Spain, you talked about Paris. Where in Africa are we seeing such with Gen Z? Enlighten us, please.